Hello. Oh, I should maybe turn that up. There we go. Hello. We're editing. Whoa. We'll see how this goes. Hello, Angry. I don't know how well this is gonna go. I might need to change the playlist because this might be distracting, to be honest, but we'll see, right? Yesterday I was listening to Freerun playlist and I just got sleepy, so yeah. That's long. This year? The vlog? You mean the vlog is long? It's not an hour, it just starts at 1, if that makes sense. But it is like 36 minutes long. Yeah. Yeah. 36. But yeah, it's not an hour long. I ranted on for like over 40 minutes, so yeah. But then I cut it down. So we kind of good, I guess, right? I was about to say, hello, welcome. What a first message. I was debating making a coffee before stream because I'm kind of sleepy, but we'll be fine, right? Right? We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I guess I shall start. Hi everyone, Wizarding Journey here, and today we're going to talk about
By the way, let
my
me know if it's okay
or
volume
like
wise.
first time tabling at an out-of-state con. This time it was at Anime Boston. So yeah, it's exciting. So Anime Boston is located in Boston, obviously. To get an artist alley table, you have to enter a pool of artists. So you have to like categorize. Okay. Ah, yes, beautiful. Okay. And I'll crop it. Let's just get rid of all the gray lines. Oops. There you go. Made by 2 persons. Ah, okay, okay. Interesting. I'm not afraid. To like categorize what you sell and then enter those categories, and based on that you'll then get chosen by lottery to get in and get. Oh, look at that. I have to expand. I don't know how long I'm gonna keep that. Categories. Need the all casts in. Angry, it's okay. It's okay. They're excited. It's okay. You don't need to yell. It's their first time here. Calm down. Now if it's subject and he repeatedly writes in all caps, then yes. Go ahead, say something. But it's their first message. It's fine. Don't worry. And based on that, you'll then get chosen by lottery to get in and get a table. I was lucky enough to get drawn. I was really nervous. I did not know if I would be able to make back my expenses.
My
Just
voice
based
gone
on
for
like
bed.
local cons here and so, well, here in California.
I'm not afraid.
Well, here in California. So I was like, I don't know if I should go or not, because like money was kind of tight early on in the year too. So I was hesitant on going. So I asked one of my friends, and they agreed to go with me. And so yeah, we both sold at Anime Boston, and it was good. It was a good time. Yeah. So yeah. Let's get into it. Went to the airport in LA.
Mm. Mm. Okay. Here. I need another screen. I need like a fourth screen. mm. Save images. Save. Also, hello, Kelly. How are you? Angry, it's okay. Don't start a fight with new people. Literally, they just typed in one message. It's okay. No need to start a fight.
I went to the airport. I went to the airport in LA on the 27th to leave for my flight for.
They don't spam. I know, but if they do spam, then you can time out. It's fine. No need to start a fight.
To leave for my flight for Anime Boston. We didn't leave until like the 28th, and it was like a 1 a.m. in the morning flight. So yeah, I mean,
like
it was nice.
Subject is a special case.
That we got to kind of sleep on the plane and then woke up to the airport in LA on the 27th to leave for my flight for Anime Boston. We didn't leave until like the 28th, and it was like a 1 a.m. in the morning flight. So yeah. I mean, it was nice that we got to kind of sleep on the plane and then woke up in Boston and then.
Kiwis, that's my finest. Well, he has people that are interested in his wrestling. I don't care, to be honest. Also, Casey, thank you so much for the follow. I know it's a bit late. I literally did not hear the notification, to be honest. I have too many things going on.
Get to do some things before the con. But yeah, it was a packed flight. There were crying children. Would not recommend that part. So yeah, it didn't help that it was Easter. Very very busy, the airport. Yeah. So when we arrived in Boston, it was a packed flight. There were crying children. would not recommend that part. Hope that it was Easter weekend too, so yeah, very busy.
I was about to say, where the fuck is this image?
It was not so yeah.
Come on, split. Okay, how did I do this again? Keyframes.
Yeah, it has to do so. Yeah.
Oh fuck, I didn't need to separate this, I need to separate later. So there's a keyframe.
Yeah.
Let me go to the middle. Fuck, I didn't set a keyframe before either.
So yeah, it didn't help that it was Easter weekend too. So yeah, very yeah. Very busy. Somewhere in Boston, it's not crazy. Yeah. We arrived in Boston
Ah, fuck.
too. So yeah, yeah, very yeah. So we crazy. So we arrived in Boston.
Ah! That was too big.
So yeah, it didn't help that it was Easter weekend too. So yeah, very busy the airport. Yeah. So when we arrived in Boston,
I want another timeline. Okay, thank you. Ah, fuck. No! Shit. I did not want that. Okay.
yeah, yeah, it didn't help. That it was Easter weekend too. So yeah, yeah.
Do I do it like I'm in the front? Nah, it's okay. Okay, I can have my little VTuber here. No, we split it off here.
It was a packed flight. There were crying children. Would not recommend that part. So yeah, it didn't help that it was Easter weekend too. So yeah, very.
No, fuck.
Yeah, very busy the airport. Yeah. So when we arrived in Boston, we waited at luggage checkout, and that's where we saw this.
Yep, this is yeah, something. I have too many things. I don't even know. See, like half of these aren't even showing up what video they are. Okay, yeah,
This cool little sign. Hee hee hee.
Get rid of the audio for that.
Hee hee. And then we just took an Uber to the hotel and dropped off our luggage because our check-in wasn't until 3. Yeah, that worked out kind of well. That went really smoothly, surprisingly. I was also surprised that all our luggage arrived. I heard a bunch of other artists getting delays and like stuff just based on the weather because it was raining at.
Expand. This should like literally just run the entire timeline, to be honest. And then I can just edit on top of it. I'll have it at 12 minutes right now.
Anime Boston, or in Boston, I should say, during the time that we were there, at least the first 1 or 2 days. So we were kind of lucky that we got that early morning flight and didn't get any delays or lost luggage, thankfully. So yeah. So my friend and I, we walked to Flower Bakery plus Cafe, and then we got some breakfast. This coffee was so good. It was a mocha, but it still has coffee in it. Little bit, right? So it was really good, as well as like the sweet bun. Very good. Would definitely recommend if you're in Boston checking out this cafe. It was really cute. So yeah, we walked there from our hotel. It was like,
Quasar! Thank you so much for the 40 months of subbing. Thank you. Oh, I think I know why I can't hear alerts, because I turned down the volume on my headphones. Give me a sec. Okay. Let me... Okay, we'll save that. I have to turn up the music for you guys now. Nah, it's kind of fine. Maybe I'll be able to hear your sound alerts now. We'll see. Let me replay. Okay, yeah. I can hear now. Ooh. Yeah, Quasar, thank you so much for the 40 months of subbing. Thank you. Okay, continue.
12-minute walk. Wasn't too bad.
Oh god, this is loud now. I don't know if it was loud for you guys. I'll have to check.
We then
It was fine.
took an Uber to the aquarium, the New England aquarium.
Where is?
So yeah, we walked there from our hotel. It was like 12-minute walk. Wasn't too bad. We then took an Uber to the aquarium, the New England.
Now to figure out where the New England aquarium is again. Come on, come on. There we go. I think it was here? Here-ish? Let's see. Let's see, chat. New England Aquarium. Yeah. It's a bit more up. Whoops. Like around here. Yeah. Cool. By the way, how's everyone doing? I know this is not the most exciting stream today, but it's a stream. I wanted to stream before the watch along, but I have to get this done.
We then took an Uber to the aquarium.
Getting used to laying on my lap. Aww.
We then took an Uber to the aquarium, the New England Aquarium, which is an AZA accredited aquarium. So that basically means they meet all the standards of housing animals and have proper facilities. I mainly just go to AZA accredited aquariums just because I used to work at an aquarium, so I kind of like value that AZA accreditation kind of high up, just to make sure all the animals are fine. But yeah, it was really cool.
Okay, I can just show while I'm talking nonsense there. Whoops, that is... the fuck? Oh, okay. No.
So it was really good, as well as like the sweet bun, very good. Would definitely recommend if you're in Boston checking out this cafe. It was really cute. So yeah, we walked there from our hotel. It was like 12-minute walk. Wasn't too bad. We then took an Uber to the aquarium.
Oh, I just realized even I made sure Oren was on me, but like even if Oren can't speak. Okay, give me a sec. Connecting it right now. Okay. Oren can speak now.
The New England Aquarium, which is an AZA accredited aquarium.
I have to nudge that a little bit over.
Which is an AZA accredited.
Is the black screen just on this clip? I don't understand why it would be, but I guess
it's an AZA accredited aquarium, so
oh, need to there.
Accredited aquarium, so that basically means they meet all the base.
As you guys can see, rain.
Or all the standards of housing animals and have proper.
Ah, yes. Great video. I'm so good at it. Oh my god. Okay. How do I rotate? That is a question. Fuck. Cause flipping won't do nothing. I need to rotate it like 90 degrees. Oh, is it pitch maybe? Oh no. Yeah, no. Oh, rotate. We go to 90. Whoops. 90. 90.
Or all the standards of housing animals and have proper.
Cool. Yes. See, it's kind of stressful, like, not keeping up, like, people hostage. Well, hostage. Not really hostage, but, like, not moving forward when people are ready to move. But you have to take TikTok content, you have to take YouTube comment, oh my god, videos, oh my god. TikTok, YouTube, and then you also have to take pictures for Instagram and stories, and oh my god. I don't know how some people do it, and it's just like, oh god.
Housing animals and have proper facilities. I mainly just go to AZA accredited.
I specifically talk about these two, I talk about that. You can put that in. This aquarium was so cute. Whoopsies.
AZA accredited aquariums just because I used to work at an aquarium, so I kind of like value that AZA accreditation kind of high up.
Yes, you guys can hear now the washer going. Yes. I'm sorry. I had to do laundry.
High up.
It's almost done. It's almost done. We should be good soon.
Kind of high up, just to make sure all the animals.
I really liked how you were able to see the tank from above. Like, they put like a lot of trust in people not to throw things into it, but then to be fair, if you're paying almost $40 entrance, it's kind of like, are you really gonna do that? But yeah, it was cute. At the Aquarium of the Pacific where I used to volunteer at, we had that too, but it was like closed off to the public, where only divers, some volunteers were allowed up there during orientation, and then if you did the volunteer appreciation snorkel in it. But yeah, people do that. I mean, when I used to volunteer at the aquarium, people would put their phones and GoPros into the water so that they can get video of the animals up close. And then you had to like go talk to them and be like, hey, this is dangerous to our animals. And salt water and phone don't work together even though your phone is waterproof. salt water still tarnishes your phone, so it's only good for fresh water, right? So, yeah. Also, hello Bowser, how are you? Viewers too, yeah. At the aquarium once when I volunteered there, I think I told this story before, but I was at Shark Lagoon on the mic. I think there was one other volunteer where I was waiting for another one to join me. But this girl and her dad were there, and the girl kept grabbing the shark's tail. She was on the spectrum. I assume probably like autism, but like not the highly intelligent one kind of one, more like on the other side of the autism spectrum, where like you'll yell out stuff and kind of that side of the autism spectrum, right? So she tried to grab the tail of the shark. I went up to them, was like, hey, can you please just use a 2-finger touch? Please just watch her more carefully. And then that was like, oh yeah, I'm sorry. So I head over back to my stand to start talking on the mic, but then I realized like she's starting to grab again, so I like ended my little spiel, right? And I started like moving out again out of my little alcove. And then the girl picks up the shark by its tail, and it was kind of like Jaws, how it's like hung by the rope on shore. That's kind of how the shark was there. And I just was like, can you please put the shark back in the water? And the dad was like, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, yeah, please watch your child better. Like, you know that they have a tendency to want to grab things. You know they're on the spectrum. You have to like be more involved that way. Like, I understand it's like hard, but yeah, that's the yeah. I don't know. So that wasn't fun. I wasn't there like one time, but I heard this from other volunteers that I happened to. We had lorikeets. I don't know if they still have. I think they still do have lorikeets, to be honest. I just didn't like them. Yeah. But we had lorikeet forest, which was like a bunch of lorikeets. And we had this woman come in with a bag, and apparently she stuffed a lorikeet in her purse. And so, like, a volunteer was like, hey, ma'am, like, there's noises coming from your purse. Can we please look through it? We think there's a lorikeet in it. And she's like, no, there's nothing in here. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, literally completely denying it. And, yeah, it turns out she had a lorikeet on her purse and wanted to take it home and keep it for herself. Mind you, lorikeets are very social birds, and they like to be in flocks. So yeah. 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 There's some interesting people that go to zoos and aquariums. Yeah. Like, I remember. How are you doing? I'm doing good. How are you doing? But yeah, I remember when I used to go to SeaWorld that, like, when we were at the dolphin show, they have pilot whales there. And they're really big and black. I guess their shape kind of looks like a beluga, but not really, right? But people used to be like, oh, it's a beluga, but belugas are white, right? So many people. So many. Yeah. It's funny. But then, like, you don't want to correct them. So, yeah. And they say it with like full confidence to their children. Like, oh my god, honey, look. It's this species of animal, even though it's not a species of animal. It's, yeah, something. Yeah. And then at the aquarium we had, or still have, people are doing, yeah. I mean, I feel it makes sense. Makes more sense to correct the children because they're the one. Yeah, but it's literally the adults saying that to the kids. And if you're a guest, so at SeaWorld I was a guest, right? So I wasn't gonna go up to another guest and be like, actually, you're completely wrong. Yeah. Um, yeah. Yeah. Correct children can be fixed. Fixed adults can't. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we use, or we have jellyfish at the Aquarium of the Pacific, and they're moon jellies. Moon jellies are the only jellies that you can touch without getting stung. Well, it hurting. They still sting you, but their stinger is like so weak that it doesn't penetrate through your skin. So you were able to touch them, and people like obviously were afraid and were like, "Oh my god, these are jellyfish. You can't touch them." We like would educate them on that. So that was like a fun experience. Sometimes it wasn't really with the jellyfish. It was more with the sea anemones. So there's the Pacific sea anemones you're able to touch, and they sometimes feel sticky. If there are a lot of people that have been touching them, they're not sticky anymore because they don't produce as many of the stinging cells anymore. So it just feels like the tentacles, like, but if you go early in the day, they still stick to your fingers. So it some people are like grossed out by that, and then you're like, "Oh no, it's like it's stinging you, but your skin is too thick for you to feel it, and like it's fine to touch those." So it's fun. It's fun. And then some people were afraid of the sea urchins. So I used to always say like, "Oh, put your finger in between the spines, and the spines will wrap around your finger and give you like a little sea urchin hug." Yeah, a lot of kids like that one. So yeah. But usually kids get into something like sea animals and they share fats to it. Yeah. Look, even if I knew that, I would be scared. Well, if you see all the volunteers like put their hand, because like I loved being at Moon Jellies. Moon Jellies was like really fun because you would be able to touch them, but they're so cold. The water is so cold for them. But it would be fun to touch them. So I liked being there. So seeing a bunch of volunteers do it, I was like, ah, fine, whatever. Like as a guest, I would probably be like that. The only thing that some people did, grown adults and children, they lifted up the jellies up to the surface and just hold them in their hands. The jellies need constant flowing water to move around, and if you lift them up to the surface, which all these people did, then they could get an air bubble stuck underneath them and like get stuck on top of like the water surface. So we would have to like gently nudge one side of the jellyfish like down so that it would be able to go down and swim again. Yeah. Mr. Potato, thank you so much for the follow. But yeah, there's stuff like that I don't really miss at the aquarium. Like seeing people do that kind of shit, but it was fun volunteering at the aquarium. I would probably do it again if it was like a job rather than volunteering, but yeah. Yep. I think another one of my favorite stations was probably Whale Card because I got to talk about dolphins and whales. It wasn't really like anything interesting. It was just like a cart where we had like baleen on it, and we had like little epoxy disc with krill on it, and just like basic whale fox like that. Yeah. Yeah. And then I used to share my fun fact about baleen whales, right? So I watched a lot of documentaries back then. So I watched one about baleen whales. And so within the first 3 days of a baleen whale, like embryo being produced, it looks like any other embryo and it has a tooth. But those teeth then turn into baleen. So it's like at the first 3 days of a baleen whale's life, they all look the same. Like, no matter if it's toothed or baleen. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god, why? Baleen is the little, like... You know what baleen is. They're toothed whales and baleen whales.
But yeah, it was really cool. It was busy, for one, which I guess, yes, makes sense because it was spring break. So, yeah. But we got to see penguins.
Ah, shit, this is so short! Oh yeah, this fucking dude, look at him! Fucking looks so stupid. Look at this fucking stupid fish.
Which, I guess, yes.
I'm so excited. So excited. Going to Yasako Aquarium this year. I don't. I live in Mountain so toothed whales are whales with actually teeth, so that would include, well, orcas are more related to dolphins than whales, but they have teeth. Sperm whales have teeth. Baleen whales would be like humpback whales and gray whales, like some of the bigger ones. Well, I mean, sperm whales are big too, but like gray whales and blue whales and humpback whales, they are all baleen whales. So what they do is they open up their mouth, suck in a bunch of water, close their mouth. Their little baleen is like little, like kind of like a broom inside of their mouth where stuff can get like trapped in it, but like it's bristles on the inside close to where their tongue is, and then the front, or when they open up their mouth, it's kind of more like slits where the krill can go in. And so they close their mouth, all that krill gets stuck in there. They push the water back out, the krill gets stuck in those little bristles, and then they scrape their tongue along those bristles, and that's how they get food. So yeah, those types of two whales. So they're the ones that swallow Pinocchio. No, I think Pinocchio is... Wasn't that a toothed whale? Wasn't that with teeth? Pinocchio whale. Yeah, that's a toothed whale. Yes, teeth. Look up, blue whale. Baleen. Here. You spell baleen like this. But what whale? Johan? I don't know what kind of whale it is. It's a fictional whale, but it has teeth on it. In it. Oh, the whales have teeth. So yeah. I don't have any more clips of the aquarium. Fuck. I thought I had a lot of clips. Maybe if I guess I can.
Animals are fine. But yeah, it was really cool. It was busy for one, which I guess yes makes sense because it was spring break. So yeah.
We call them as bearded whales. Bearded whales. Oh my god.
But we got.
I love how I've almost been streaming for an hour and I'm like literally 4 minutes into this video because I was talking about ocean life too much.
But we got to see penguins, and then you were able to like play with the penguins.
Look how fucking cute this is, chat. It is so fucking cute. You can play with them. Such a smart idea to do.
Got to see penguins, and then you were able to like play with the penguins. There was like a little reflection that you could put into the water and the penguins would follow. It was really cute. And we saw a bunch of fish.
If I can copy this and then paste that back here.
Play with the penguins. There was
Sure.
we're able to like play with the penguins. There was like a little reflection that you could put into the water and the penguins would follow. It was really cute. And we saw a bunch of fish and like
these funking looking fish. These fish fucking so goofy. Look at these.
And we saw a bunch of fish and like these weird looking fish that look like elephants. They were called like elephant something. I forgot. But these look so funny. We got to see jellyfish, which I always love seeing jellyfish. They're so cool. Especially like the luminescent jellyfish, which I always love seeing jellyfish. They're so cool. Especially I always love seeing jellyfish. They're so cool. Especially like the luminescent ones. Yes. Yeah, we got
But the beach ones, I love to go to an aquarium. Yes, aquariums are good. I mean, I guess it depends on what aquarium you go to. I only go to AZA ones again, so I know their standards are very high. So I know animals are taken care of good, so yeah. The last like non-AZA accredited facility I went to was in Japan in Kumamoto at the zoo by the chopper statue. Yeah, that was really sad to see. But yeah. But it's really mediocre.
to see seals. This one seal
I missaid this is not a seal, this is a sea lion. But
kind Yeah, or sea lion. Sorry, sea lion. But so yeah, we stayed at the aquarium for a bit, and then we headed back to the hotel because it was aquarium for a bit, and then we headed back back to the hotel.
Ah, yes.
Back to the hotel because it was like we were getting kind of tired, so we wanted to rest, and it was check-in time already. So we
Fake sea animals? Okay. To be fair, I was recording this with just like I had a Google document with bullet points of what I wanted to talk about. And my bullet point for the aquarium was just aquarium, right? So, yeah. I remember watching a show with a trained sea lion, and the caretaker explained the difference between sea lion and sea lion. The only thing I remember is sea lions can scratch themselves. So sea lions can stand on their flippers, and they have ears. They have like actual ear flaps. Whereas seals, they can't stand on their front flippers. They just flop around. They don't have ear flaps. So their ears are hidden underneath the skin. And sea lions make a lot of noise, so you can hear them from far away. But with a seal, if you can hear a seal, you're way too close. Because you have to be literally right up to a seal for it to make noises. And if you're that close to a seal, I would suggest just running. So yeah. Which one's the cutest? The cuter one are the seals. Because they're just like the little bean shaped, right? So yeah.
took an Uber back to the hotel, took like an hour long like rest or nap, and then it was time for us to head over to the convention with all our luggage. I had one big checked in bag. My friend also had one big checked in bag, and then we were sharing a third one. In literally in the airport at LAX, we were like opening up one suitcase, putting in all of their stuff into that one suitcase. Like people probably were staring at us weirdly, but it's fine, right? All what we do to save money for literally. I
Ah, yes. I cut myself off.
had the big money for con. Literally. I had the big suitcase. I had half of the other big suitcase. I had my carry-on stuffed with my grid cube panels, and then some, I think it was some charms as well. And then for my backpack, I literally stuffed it full to the brim with merchandise. I had my photo cards in there because those are pretty heavy. And then I also had my shaker charms in there because those alone weighed like 10 pounds. I was surprised. So yeah, packed to the brim. We were like max weight. So yeah, yeah, we did good. We did good. So yeah, we took all of that to the con with an Uber, obviously, because it's like
have
a
much
20,
footage.
30-minute walk from our hotel. But like only like a 4 or 5 minute drive to the con, so pretty nice, pretty nice. When we got to the con, so you go into the Sheraton. I already saw on the Annie Discord that like things were going wrong for some people with like artists having to wait in line sometimes and like not being able to allow it in and set up, kind of like weird things. So I was kind of nervous, and like people not letting artists get their badges. I don't know. It was weird. But thankfully we didn't have any issues. We went up the escalator in the Sheraton, went into badge check in. Thankfully there was another artist alley person or two people that were there to check in as well. So we just followed behind them, and then like in the end we had like this huge line of artists that wanted to get their badges, because the line was wrapping around the con or snaking around, and it was pretty long, so we had to talk to one of the staff, be like, hey, we're artists, can we skip the line please, and then they just let us through, which is really nice. Yeah, so we got our badges, everything went smoothly. Mind you, when you do get a table at Anime Boss,
By the way, I had to green screen myself out, right? Since my hat has teal in it, it's much more blue now. Same with my pearls. It looks so weird. It's just like a different shade. I like my teal. Hello, Lucario, how are you?
then it does not come with a badge, so you do have to buy a separate badge. So you have to like register with like your name, and that then links to your artist account. Yeah. Went through the Sheraton into the mall. So the convention center is kind of attached to a mall or within a mall. The mall.
Teal, yeah, teal. The blue underneath my hat has teal in it, so it's like bluish green. You write it like this.
Mall. So the convention center is kind of attached to a mall or within a mall, which is really interesting. It's good for food options though, I'll say that. But yeah, I don't want to know what all these people that went to the mall just for regular reasons thought about all the cosplayers and people being there. But so we wanted to go into the convention center, and the security was like, no, you can't go in, artists aren't allowed to set up, blah blah blah. So we had to have a discussion with them. I mean, they were basically told what they were told. I don't fault them, they were just following procedure. But yeah, it was just a little stress being like, oh, we're not allowed in. I heard there were a bunch of artists already in and stuff like that. But yeah, we got it all settled. We were like a horde of artists trying to get in. But yeah, and then it was time for setup. You have to check in at the artist table to get your little token, which is basically a plastic badge saying that you're an artist. You have to have that on your badge at all times. They do random check-ins as well, just to make sure that everyone behind the booth is an artist or artist helper. Yeah, so we did setup. I will say setup hours day one could be different. It's 7:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. A lot of artists have like very detailed displays that might take longer to set up. Like if I didn't have all my keychains and everything already mounted to my boards, it would have taken so much longer. It usually takes me an hour.
I don't know how fucking long this is. This is very scuffed, by the way. Oh, this is fucking long. Oh, fuck. This is very scuffed, by the way. And I have to crop it so that people aren't in it. Oh my god. Where do I start ranting about this? Oh, fuck. Did I put this in the wrong line?
So you have to.
My playlist is over.
Got to see penguins. It looks so funny. We got to see jellyfish with so we wanted to rest and was checked in bag, and then we were sharing a third one in literally in the airport at LAX. We were like opening up one suitcase, putting in all of their stuff into that one suitcase.
Fuck.
Like people
I just
probably
closed
were
my
staring
Twitch
at
tab.
us weirdly, but it's fine, right? All what we do to save money for con. Literally, my and then I yeah so yeah, we took all of that to the con with an Uber.
Hydrate. I have no water here. I have nothing. I'm sorry. I was gonna make a coffee, but the coffee is the opposite of hydrating, right?
Obviously, because it's like a 20-30 minute walk from our hotel, but like only like a 4 or 5 minute drive to the con, so pretty nice. When we got to the con, so you go into the shared line sometime, but thankfully we didn't have batch check-in. Thankfully, like in the end, we had like this huge line or snaking around, and which is really nice. Yeah, when you do get a count, yeah, went people being there. But so we wanted to go into the convention center, and people that went to the mall. It's really interesting. It's good for the when
I'm alive.
through the Sheraton into the mall. So the convention center is kind of attached to a mall or within a mall, which is really interesting. It's good for food options, though. I'll say that. But yeah, I don't want to know what all these people that went to the mall just for regular reasons thought about all the cosplayers and people being there. But so we wanted to go into the convention center, and the security was like, no, you can't go in, artists aren't allowed to set up, blah blah blah. So we had to have a discussion with them. I mean, they were basically told what they were told. I don't fault them, they were just following procedure. But yeah, it was basically a plastic badge saying that you're an artist. You have to have that on your badge at all times. They do the food was good, and yeah, so that was basically
oh my
day one
god,
of
please.
So,
Holy shit.
Day one.
Oh my god.
But so we and mentions
We'll see how this goes. Oh fuck. No, this is not the one I want to keyframe. I want to keyframe this one. And do this, and then also from the right.
and the security
And then change the position.
security was like, no, you can't go in, artists aren't allowed to set up, blah blah blah. So we had to have a discussion with them. I mean, they were basically told
very interesting. Right? Oh fuck, that is it. Fuck.
I don't fault them, they were just following procedure.
Next time I'll know.
It was just a little
I'll have more
like,
room.
Oh, we're not allowed in. I heard there are a bunch of artists already in and stuff like that. But yeah, we got it all settled. We were like a horde of artists trying to get in. But yeah, and then it was time for
Okay, and then
like, oh, we're not allowed in. I heard there are a bunch of artists already in and stuff like that. But yeah, we got it all settled. We were like a horde of artists trying to get in. But yeah, and then it was time for setup. You have to check in at the artist table to get your little token, which is basically a plastic badge saying that you're an artist. You have to have that on your badge at all times.
I love how I kept on building, but then adjust the camera.
Just to make sure
This is
that
great.
everyone behind the booth is an artist or artist helper. Yeah, so we did setup. I will say setup hours day one could be different. It's 7:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. A lot of artists have like very detailed displays that might take longer to set up. Like if set up, like if I didn't have all my keychains and everything already mounted to my boards, it would have taken so much longer. It usually takes me an hour. This time it was like an hour and a half. After we finished setting up, we waited for two other artist friends to finish their setup and so that we could go get food. We drove to the hotel, dropped off their luggage, and then we went back to a food place that was near the con that was still open, thankfully, around that time.
Whoa. Okay, do I have a picture of my booth? I don't think I do. But I do have this video.
Yeah, food was good. The food was good. And yeah, so that was basically.
Oh, this is fucking last day. Well, that's the only
around that
one I have. Oh well.
Yeah, food was good. The food was good. And yeah, so that was basically day one of setup. So day one officially of the con started at 11, or Artist Alley opened up at 11, and then Dealer's Hall didn't open up till 12, which was kind of nice. That they give dealers the option to go down to Artist Alley and shop for an hour. It would be kind of nice if they did the same for artists, maybe like day 2 or day 3, where it's like Dealer's Hall is maybe open an hour longer and then artists can go up or something. At like right at starting at 11, it was crazy. It was crazy. I've never had like so many sales in like the first hour. Like, damn. I was not expecting that. Usually in California, like the first like 1, 2, 3 hours, mostly people perusing, seeing what they want to buy. There are some sales, but like most people are still looking. No, Anime Boston, people just bought. They bought. And like it wasn't even like small purchases. A lot of them were big ones too. And a lot of times when people like bought something that was like $4. For instance, my photo cards are $4. So if they paid $4, they would tip the $1 because I had like a tip jar, and I was just like, damn, no, keep your money, please. But yeah, the tip jar was mostly there for the stamp rallies.
Oh yeah, fuck. Desktop art, no. Step rally bungo. Okay, let me find these ads. Okay. Okay. I got my images now.
Rallies that was in. So I was part of a Bungo Stray Dog stamp rally.
Put them in here.
And I had Dazai as my character. Your money, please. But yeah, the tip jar was mostly there for the stamp rallies that was in. So I was part of a Bungo. So I was part of a Bungo Stray Dog stamp rally, and I had Dazai
Oh my god, I keep moving myself.
as my character, my son. I love him so much. He has so many flaws, but I love him. I was part of a Dungeon Meshi stamp rally that was hosted by my table partner. So that was a lot of fun too. I had Kabru. Yeah, that was also fun. We sold out. Well, we ran out of prizes day 2. Like if we didn't cap it day 1, we probably would have been out of prizes day 1.
I caught up to the point where I dragged it out to. Okay, there we go.
But yeah, people were crazy for Dungeon Meshi. And then I was also part of a.
And then where's the One Piece? Did it drag it in here? Doesn't look like it's in here. Okay. No, please don't. Where is it? Oh, here. Yeah, it was part of a One Piece stamp rally.
And then I was also part of a One Piece stamp rally where it was like you had to spend $10 at each booth, and then you got like an exclusive keychain. And so yeah, that was my first ever stamp rally with like a physical like manufactured piece for a stamp rally. So yeah, that was fun. That was fun. I really enjoyed that. Day 1, very very busy. I do recommend you bringing food and water, lots of it. Yeah. You can't really leave your table unless you have like a table partner. So yeah, make sure if you do go. There was this one announcer person. They were like a huge Rengoku fan, and then they were like calling out to this Rengoku cosplayer in like a Hooters outfit. And it was great. It was like very validating of how I feel sometimes when there's like a cosplay of my favorite character coming up, like an exceptionally good cosplay. I'm like, oh my god, I don't know how to act. So yeah, that was kind of like validating. And I really loved their commentary. It was great. The Artist Alley stopped at 9 p.m., so it did go on pretty late. So yeah, be prepared for long hours if you do get into Anime Boston. But I would say it is non-stop basically the entire time. Like sure, it like slows down a bit where you don't have a line anymore, but then other times it does pick up again. But expect sales to be non-stop basically. Yeah. After we closed things down, my friend and I, we wanted to go to get Five Guys, but we headed over to Five Guys, saw this beautiful but we headed over to Five Guys, saw this beautiful night scenery of Boston. And we get to Five Guys and the fucking doors closed. It was like they closed 20 minutes early. I don't know if the door just was locked or we couldn't open it because of the strong winds. I don't know. There were people inside, but yeah. So we just walked and found a different burger place called Westland. It was like more fancy.
Five Guys is overrated. Well, my friend wanted Five Guys. I was fine with Five Guys. I just want a burger.
Burger place. Burger place. Burger place called Westland. It was like more fancy, but it was pretty good, and we had this really good like brownie dessert too.
I think to be honest, I don't go that often to Five Guys. I've only been like once or twice. So no. I know what makes them so different from all the other places is because they cook with peanut oil. So yeah, that's the only thing I know.
At the end, yeah, and a nice treat for day one, and doing so well. I basically day one made back all of my expenses, including some merchandise. I would say I don't think I made back all
Back with
of my
dinner. Welcome back.
merchandise expenses. I have like a pie chart at the end showing my expenses versus what I made, but yeah, I think I made back all my big expenses. So day two started at 10 a.m. So an hour earlier, which was kind of rough, not gonna lie. 11 a.m. is kind of a better time, but I'll take it. Yeah, it was busy again from the start. So with Anime Boston, you're not allowed to record or take photos within Artist Alley, hence why I don't really have footage other than my own booth from Artist Alley.
Burger King has better burgers. Oh my god.
You can ask artists if they're okay with taking pictures or videos to send to friends and stuff like that, or just to keep as a memory. And like, I don't really care, to be honest. But yeah, there were some people walking around with really nice big like professional cameras that were some people worried about. But then there was like this one dude that apparently was streaming. My artist friends, that table at a different table, they saw this person, they were just holding up their phone to the chest and like recording it that way. So just they knew that they were doing something wrong. So yeah, but the announcer person from first day was on the speaker again and apparently said something that they weren't supposed to. I think it was justified, to be honest, but I guess the streamer person complained or someone complained and they got replaced, or they weren't allowed to speak on the microphone anymore for the rest of the weekend, which like all of us artists were so sad. Like when they made the announcement at the end of the day, we were just like, oh my god, no, please. They were great. They were great. I loved their announcements. But yeah, day 2, well, day 1 I sold out of a bunch of items, and then day 2 I sold out of even more. Like my One Piece shaker charms, I brought like 20 of them, and I sold out of them halfway through day 2. At the end of the day, we were just like, oh my god, no, please. They were great. They were great. I loved their announcements. But yeah, day 2, well, day 1 I sold out of a bunch of items, and then day 2 I sold out of even more. Like my One Piece shaker. Shaker charms, I brought like 20 of them, and I sold out of them halfway through day 2. And like so many other people came back, they yeah, I have to order so much shit. 3 and we're like, oh, you're out of the One Piece shaker. I'm like, yes, I'm sorry. I wish I made more. I didn't know. Literally, for explanation, all the ones with blue dots on it is where I'm like really low. Items. Dark blue circles literally says sold out, right? Shaker charms. I brought like the buttons didn't go as well as I thought. Usually buttons do alright. But I heard since there aren't any stickers allowed, I thought, oh, buttons would do much better, because that's what I heard. But no. So, 20 of them, and I sold out of them halfway through day 2. And like so many other people came back day 3 and were like, oh, you're out of the One Piece shaker. I'm like, yes, I'm sorry. I wish I made more. I didn't know how popular they would be. So yeah, So bring more of what is popular for your items. I knew that my One Piece shaker charms were popular, but I thought like 20 would be enough, but apparently not. So bring more of your popular items. Anime Boston also does not allow stickers, but what I did is just turn my stickers into mag. Where is my booth? Here it is. Okay. Oh, my pitiful amount of magnets. Oh, that is so sad. Look how little. Literally sold out. And that's basically what I came home with, those stickers. Anime Boston also does. Maybe I should take a picture of my booth rather than a video. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I have one from day 1. By the way, I forgot my tip jar, right? At home. So, let's
I took coffee cups from the hotel because we have free breakfast, and then we also they had like free coffee and free hot chocolate and tea 24/7. So it's very nice. Although next time I would probably spend more money to get a hotel next to the con, just because I know now that I'll be able to make it back. That is, if I even make it back next year. I want to. But that's only up to lottery gods. Stole? No. I didn't steal. I did not steal. It's not stealing when they give it out for free. Okay, download this. Where's the table? I would assume this. Half of my monitors blocked by my other monitors, so that tracking was gonna be good. Hello, Sim, how are you? I guess. It was free, okay? Can't say that it's stealing when it's free. I just didn't use it for the intended purpose. Their intended purpose was for coffee or hot chocolate. And I just used it for tip jars. I have so much of my screen covered. Oh my god. Oh, sorry. Okay. There's that. Okay. Where is the picture? I literally just dragged it in. Okay, there's one picture. Oh, it's literally both of them. Okay, get rid of that. Does not allow stickers, but what I did is just turn my stickers into magnets, and they did really well. I sold out of a bunch of them. I only have like a couple of designs left and only a handful of them too. So yeah, if you have a lot of stickers and you have like really popular designs, turn them into magnets. They do really well. Some people still call them stickers, but then like I'm like, oh no, they're magnets. We aren't allowed to sell stickers. So yeah. So yeah, I'm for sales wise.
I'm like halfway through.
I would say Friday and Saturday compared pretty evenly. I did do a little bit better on Saturday compared to Friday, but it was like so minimal that it's basically kind of the same at this point. So yeah, same amount of sales. So that if that kind of like tells you how crazy day one was, then yeah. We closed again at 9, the artist alley, and then we just went to Shake Shack because I really was craving a shake. And then my table partner was like, yeah, I could go for another burger. And I was like, cool, we'll go to Shake Shack. So we did. And then we saw the prices for Ubers heading back to from the
Lucari, you still here, by the way?
Cause how safe is Boston? Cause like we kind of yes, okay, seriously. How safe is Boston? Cause we kind of walked like 20 to 30 minutes to our hotel back with like a bunch of cash on us. I don't know how safe that was. Relatively safe. Okay. I mean, we stumbled upon a bunch of like homeless people, and then there were a bunch of police around us, so. How safe is Boston for women? Good question. I did that too. But like, with a bunch of money on you? Like a bunch? For reference. Well, maybe I shouldn't say this. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't say this, yeah. My cousin is a woman, okay. Women ain't real. What am I then? Maybe in Mod Talk? I mean, I can share with you how much. I don't know exactly how much I would have had by that, but I would assume anywhere from this to this amount angry with me in cash. Yeah. Yeah, it is a lot to carry around. But I can deposit it at the con. I thought you were a dolphin. I'm dolphin human hybrid. Just survive so far. Just don't flaunt it. Just act normal and not look at. Exactly. I mean, we did act normal. I didn't. Now looking back, I'm like, oh, was that a stupid idea? Right? Looking back, I'm like, that's stupid. During the time, I was like, 25 bucks for an Uber that takes us 5 minutes. That's fucking expensive. I'll just walk, you know? On to the hotel, and it was like 25 USD for like a 5-minute ride. We were like, nah, we're not gonna pay that. So we walked through Boston to our hotel. Just talk like you're from there. Now thinking back at it, maybe was not the best idea because there were some kind of sketchy areas, and then some homeless people around, and a lot of police. So maybe not next time. Maybe we do spend those 25 bucks. But my friend, they had like their metal water bottle and they were swinging it around. And yeah, it's fine. We were safe. Especially with us carrying around the amount of cash that we did. Maybe was not a good idea. But it's okay. We're fine. We're fine. I wouldn't recommend it. That night or in the evening when we're. Yeah. Probably. Would have been better. Yeah. I mean, here, Lucario, if you're curious where our hotel was, I don't mind sharing it now. Whoops. So our hotel here. The con was here. Yeah. You can't even really see it because one of the stars is covering it. But, yeah. I just walk like it ain't worried about. I didn't care at the time. Again, my whole thought was like $25 for an Uber, too expensive. Now looking back, I'm like, that might have been a really stupid idea. But yeah, I don't know. We're back at the hotel with my other artist friends and then my table partner. We talked throughout a majority of the night. It was, yeah, something. So, day 3 started at 10 again, and we kind of were late. Let me find day 1 again. Day one officially. And add all this footage. Steelers Hall. This is Artist Alley. Steelers Hall. But you didn't die. Exactly, it didn't die, so I would say that's probably a win. Officially, of the con started at 11, or Artist Alley opened up at. And then Dealer's Hall didn't open up till 12, which was kind of nice. That they give dealers the option to go. Did I not include? Where's that video? I had another video. Is it this one? But I think this is dealers. Yeah, this is dealers. I have one that said Artist Alley. The fuck did that go? Downloads. Where is my folder? Is this one? No, that's dealers. Oh, did I merge the two together? No. 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 Okay. So say far the parts aren't around it are very rough. South End. So like around the area that I was staying at then. Oh yeah, Back Bay is where the con was. South End is a bit further. I feel like we did move a little bit further down. Just like a bit. But to be fair, there were police, right? So it's fine. we can... Oh my god, this monitor situation is not good. Let's see. I guess maybe it's like on the outskirts of South End. It says south of Washington. / Lower Roxbury. Hehe. I tend to get into my pet pretty often, so my cat gets into fights often. Oh. Suddenly hear cats making noise in the middle of the night. Go to the boat thing I told you about. The duck boat thingy. Is that what you're talking about? Because I didn't really have time. We literally only had time for the aquarium, basically, and then we were so tired that we needed to take a nap. Did I rotate the camera midway through again? Fuck it, I'll just use this. Dealers the option to go down to Artist Alley and shop for an hour. It would be kind of nice. The con started at 11, or Artist Alley opened up at 11, and then Dealers Hardland opened up till 12, which was kind of nice. That they give dealers the option to go down to Artist Alley and shop for an hour. It would be kind of nice if they did the same for artists, maybe like day 2 or day 3, where it's like Dealers Hall is maybe open an hour longer, and then artists can go up or something. At like right at starting at 11, it was crazy. It was crazy. I've never had like so many sales in like the first hour. Like, damn. I was not expecting that. Usually in California, like the first like 1, 2, 3 hours, mostly people perusing, seeing, and like it wasn't even like Did I say
small
angry?
Purchases. What?
I literally don't remember where I left off.
Carry on or my backpack. So that.
Oh, that's last day.
Boston also does not allow stickers, but what I did is just turn my stickers into magnets, and they did really well. I sold out of a bunch of them. I only have like a couple of designs left and only a handful of them too. So yeah, if you have a lot of stickers and you have like really popular designs, turn them into magnets. They do really well. Some people still call them stickers, but then like I'm like, oh no, they're magnets. So you're not allowed to sell stickers.
I see noble screaming.
So yeah, for sales wise, I would say Friday and Saturday compared pretty evenly. I did do a little bit better on Saturday compared to Friday, but it was like so minimal that it's basically kind of the same at this point. So yeah, same amount of sales. So that if that kind of like tells you how crazy day 1 was, then yeah. We closed again at 9, the Artist Alley, and then
Rage game.
what
rage game?
I really was craving a shake, and then my table partner was like, "Yeah, I could go for another burger," and I was like, "Cool, we'll go to Shake Shack." So we did.
I usually don't play rage games. we saw the prices for Ubers heading back to from the con to the hotel, and it was like 25 USD for like a 5 minute.
I don't know
ride.
what Noble's
And we're
playing.
like,
I'm
nah,
literally on my
we're
own
not gonna
stream.
pay that. So we walked through Boston to our hotel. Now thinking back at it, maybe was not the best idea because there were some kind of sketchy areas, and then some homeless people around, and a lot of police. So maybe not next time. Maybe we do spend those 25 bucks. But my friend, they had like their metal water bottle and they were swinging it around. And yeah, it's fine. We were safe. Especially with us carrying around the amount of cash that we did. Maybe it was not a good idea.
I'm literally streaming right now.
We're fine. We're fine. During
I
that
just got a
night,
notification on Discord.
with my other artist friends, and then my table partner, we talked throughout a majority of the night. It was yeah, something. So day 3 started at 10 again, and we kind of were late. I mean, we still got there before opening, but it was like really close to it. I mean, I think like maybe 20 to 10 minutes before Artist Alley opened. We still had to like undo the covers. We wanted to walk around and collect stamps for stamp rallies and stuff like that, and yeah, we ran out of time. But yeah, it was very busy as well. Day 3, all 3 days were so busy. I was amazed. I made about half what I made on Saturday for day 3, but that was to be expected since it only went to 3 p.m. So the Artist Alley went from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. instead of 9 p.m. So we got to close early. My table partner and I, we decided to close down 30 minutes early to check out dealers.
I'm getting a scam call. Love those.
Because we didn't have a chance to check out any of the con, which to be fair might have been a mistake because a chance to check out any of the con, which to be fair might have been a mistake because there wasn't really.
They call you too. Are they offering you followers? Oh my god. No, it's just like the normal like scams and shit. Or sometimes they like call you just to see if like the fucking number works, and then they sell the info. So yeah. Fun.
Anything good in Dealer's Hall, to be honest. I just got like a little.
Thought I had video of inside of Dealer's Hall. I guess not.
Bit of footage. But yeah, I see why people might be spending most of their money in Artist Alley. I mean, it could be that all the good stuff already sold out in Dealer's Hall, but I think that most people just spend their money in Artist Alley just because Dealer's Hall was mostly like resellers of figures and stuff like that. So yeah, that's just my justification for why people spend this much. So yeah, we packed everything up. It was like maybe an hour for me to pack everything up. Waited for our friends. I got everything into my 2 luggages without me having to put anything in my carry-on or my backpack. So that was amazing. So day 1, yeah. Into
to my 2 luggages without me having to put anything in my carry-on or my backpack. So that was amazing. So day 1, a fan.
That's just ranting on.
I feel like people sometimes are more rude, sometimes too. Austin had a surprisingly enough mind that we have limited luggage thing. So yeah, dropped everything off, back to the so we went.
Ooh, more video.
Back to the hotel, dropped everything off, and then we met up with some new artist friends. At least for me, they are new artist friends. Probably from my
The fuck is this?
Ah! We've known each other for a while, but for me, new friends. And we went to Korean barbecue. And we went to Korean barbecue as a little treat to ourselves. So that was a lot of fun.
Oopsies. Oh my god. I can do this, right?
Fun meeting new people and having good foods. Yeah. And surprisingly enough, Anime Boston had a lot of California.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy how many artists there
so
were
surprised.
from
Like,
California
there were so
that I
many
knew.
people that I knew or kind of knew, just from meeting at cons. It was crazy how many there were from California. But that shows you kind of how competitive California artist alleys are. That we do have to like seek out of state cons to make ends meet or make more profit. Because California cons, they happen so often. People don't spend a lot there. I feel like people sometimes are more rude, sometimes too. I don't know. Anime Boston was a really like different experience, and I would love to go again.
Also, I think if I remember correctly, Anime Boston is an 18 plus convention. So it's also very different because there are no kids at the event. If I remember correctly, I think Anime Boston is 18 plus. I think. Phil, let me. Convention registration FAQ. I think. Oh, there are children badges, 6 to 12. They get a $10 discount. So I guess there are kids. Huh. But it's mostly, I feel like 18 plus. Or like older people going. I don't know. No, Leviathan can attend. Well, Leviathan, isn't Leviathan 19?
So, yeah. So our flight left at 6 a.m. the next day, so we had to leave for the airport at like 2:30ish because it took like it said 30 minutes to the
Fuck,
airport.
I don't have the image on my desktop. Oh shucks, I missed the scam call. Oh, okay. Oh no way. Did I include this footage? Oh, I did. Okay.
Because it took like, it said 30 minutes to the airport, but it literally didn't take that long. Got at the airport, the security or TSA didn't open up till 4, but it kind of opened up at 3:30. So yeah, we got through TSA. Everything was fine. We got to our gate, and it said our flight was delayed by like 45 minutes. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I kind of kept falling asleep at the airport, and like repeatedly like waking up. Got like a coffee, some food, and then I got pictures of the sunset. Or not sunset, sunrise. Like I woke up and then I looked over. And I was like, "Ooh, that's pretty." And then I looked over and I was like,
Okay, it's in my folder downloads. Here we go. Look how pretty this is. Whoopsies.
like I woke up and then I looked over and I was like, "Ooh, that's pretty." And then like I went up, took pictures, and then I sat back down and fell asleep. Then it was time for boarding. We got into the plane. I like already like kind of knocked out. I was so tired. We were like already starting to move, going onto the tarmac and everything. And then I wake up and this announcement comes up with, "Oh, we have to turn our back around to our gate because there's a loose dog and it's an FAA regulation."
Yeah.
Like, oh god, seriously? So apparently this woman is first class had their dog on board, not in a carrier. So they had to go back to the gate, get a carrier, or kick the woman off the flight. Either one. I don't know what happened. But yeah, so we then like it this whole ordeal took like 2 hours, so we were another 2 hours late. So we then like it this whole ordeal took like 2 hours, so we were another 2 hours late. So in total, like almost 3 hours late from when we were supposed to arrive in LA. Yeah, yikes. Please, if you do travel with your dogs or cats, please put them in a carrier. Please don't make people go through this. Don't be an inconvenience to other people. Please. But yeah, that wraps up my trip to Anime Boston. Yeah.
Am I struggling getting the stupid ass pin into the fucking map?
Yeah, that wraps up my trip to Anime Boston. So, overall thoughts on the con.
I struggle.
Yeah, that wraps up my trip to Anime Boston. So, overall thoughts on the con. Yes, I would 100% recommend you do this con if you do have enough inventory and you've done really well at your local cons before. I would definitely recommend you do Anime Boston. It is really competitive to get into, so don't be like angry at the con if you don't get in your first try. Like, it's very competitive for good reason. And so yeah, this is like the pie chart. This is
Now the question is, I can go here, right? But that is on the video. Oh.
Like the pie chart of like how I did at the is like the pie chart of like how I did at the con. So yeah, it was really good. Would definitely do again. Would definitely do again. It was kind of justified that I was so scared at first, cause like usually I don't make this much. Like this was 3 times as much as I usually make at cons, and so I was kind of scared going into this just to make back costs because like my expenses with the merch that I bought was about how much I would usually make at cons. So I was like, oh, kind of afraid to go to an out-of-state con and then just make back expenses and not profit. But yes, definitely. If you are an artist wanting to go to Anime Boston, I would recommend you definitely bring more inventory of products that you know are popular. I thought I did bring enough, but you guys blew me away with how much you wanted these items. I sold out. I have freering keychains, and I only.
Okay. The rest is basically me just ranting on. Not really going on. Okay, yeah. Woo. I did it! I have to render this off stream though. I might just maybe make food or something before the watch along, to be honest. We did stream for 2 hours. Maybe after the watch along, if I feel like it, we can maybe I'll stream again. And then we can maybe design the booth, because I do kind of have to design it. Because Axolotl has to wrap my gachapon machine, but I don't have a design yet. So yeah, just taking a while. So watch out. No, I can. Literally not allowed to. Yeah, I forgot it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me on this edit spree. It's something, this video. Coward. I like being on Twitch, and I want to get into TwitchCon to make money. If I get banned or have a strike, I can't get into TwitchCon. So, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. I might stream later today. I might stream the booth setup, but we'll see. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you for the follows and for the subs. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.